Today we're going to cover Vantage's full kit and show you how to master the elite marksman of the Apex games. A character who not only provides constant intel to her squad, but also glides across the map with ease, buffs the damage of her teammates, and deals massive damage with her sniper's mark. Let's get into it. Starting off with Vantage's passive, Spotter's Lens. When aiming down the sights without a weapon, Vantage will use the 3x scope from her ultimate to scan her surroundings. This lens isn't just any other scope though, it's a recon powerhouse. The scope will give you information on which legend you are aiming at, how far away they are, their current health and level of shields, as well as how many are left in their squad. When using sniper scopes, you will also get to take advantage of a bullet drop indicator that is unique to Vantage. This additional aiming tool makes hitting long-range shots much easier because if you can line up the circle with where the opponents will be after the bullet travels, you are good to go, no more worrying about the drop. While aimed using her lens, she can also ping 3 enemies at a time. Those that are 50 meters or more away become outlined in red. As part of the recon class, Vantage will also benefit from the ability to scan survey beacons to reveal the location of enemies within a 500 meter radius. The second is Threat Vision, an incredibly strong passive that used to only be accessible through Bloodhound's ultimate, but now you get to enjoy it whenever you are ADS'd as a recon. While aiming down your sights, your opponents will be highlighted red, which helps you to keep track of them, even when there are explosives and smokes that might be affecting your vision. This set of passive abilities constantly keeps you and your team informed so that you can make the best choices of when to push, when to hold, and when to rotate based not only on the number and positioning of your enemies, but their health and their shield levels as well. Next we have Vantage's tactical ability, Echo Relocation. This movement ability is incredible for enabling Vantage to find the best lookouts to blast her opponents from. It is also amazing for escaping from fights as it allows you to cover massive distances very quickly. And lastly, it can be used to fool your opponents by repositioning you quickly and turning the fight on its head. Vantage's pet bat Echo is at the center of this ability. Press your tactical to send Echo flying up to 45 meters away. Then when you're ready to fly, hold your tactical to launch you towards the bat. Once you reach him, you can perform a second jump in any direction or cancel your flight at any point by crouching. We'll get more into that later on. With help from recent changes, this ability is not only quicker, but easier to access and requires less focus to keep you prepared. Echo will now automatically recall after use and after skydiving. Echo excels at closing the gap quickly and giving you the upper hand by choosing exactly how you want to drop in on your opponents. Choose to use the double jump to evade your opponent's shots, or choose to duck out of your second jump, ready your weapon early, and knock your opponents before they have the chance to react. The tactical also works great to finish off enemies hiding behind cover by allowing you to quickly reposition to an angle that exposes them. Same goes for finishing off knocked enemies. Another effective way to use this ability offensively is to launch yourself high in the air before you enter the line of sight of an enemy and come smashing down on them unsuspectingly by cancelling out of your second jump. As mentioned previously, Echo is so effective when needing to escape or reset. If you're at critical health or getting third-partied, using your tactical gives you that easy out. Be sure to try and be unpredictable while using the second jump though. You spend a lot of time in the air and can be vulnerable if your opponent has good aim, so be sure to change directions or duck into cover if you've already taken too much damage. A useful tip is that if you are not in immediate danger but need to heal, fly to Echo, cancel before your second jump, and begin healing on the way down. This is a great way to turn the tides of a fight as you can re-enter from a flank back at full health. If you're enjoying the video, be sure to drop a like, and if you'd like to see your main covered, be sure to subscribe so you won't miss it as we are covering one legend per week until we've created a guide for all 27 in the game. Next up is Vantage's ultimate, Sniper's Mark. This modified sentinel gets up to 6 shots when fully charged and deals incredible damage. To make it even better, once you've tagged an enemy with a shot, the damage your teammates then do to them is also increased by 15%. The first shot that you tag an enemy with deals 50 damage to the body and 75 to the head, and the second shot deals 125 to the body and 187 to the head, which means that you will instantly knock an opponent if you hit a headshot with one of your 2 shots. The sniper uses the same 3x scope from your spotter's lens, but it can also be toggled to an 8x zoom. This scope is undoubtedly the best in the game as it makes this ultimate easy to use whether you're in medium to short ranges or farther away. The downside to this ability is that after you shoot the rifle, the laser sight becomes very easily spottable for anybody within its vicinity. So it is important to think through if you are willing to have your location compromised before taking that first shot. The sniper marks last 15 seconds and refresh on each hit. Similar to Rampart, this ultimate's use is based on the percentage it is charged. So using ultimate accelerants is a great way to get more shots when using Vantage, as each accelerant will give you 4 extra shots. To make this easier, Respawn implemented a great shortcut where while your ultimate is active, if you just press the reload button and you have an accelerant, it will begin charging. The intel you can gather from the sniper allows you to choose wisely on which opponents to use your valuable shots on, choose to spread the damage buff by tagging all 3 members of the team, or hone in on one opponent getting the knock and tilting the fight in your favor. My number 1 tip while using Vantage is to choose your weapon combo in a way that always allows you to be useful in any scenario. Choose to have a weapon for close range and your secondary for medium range, because you will always have a long range weapon ready with your sniper. The best way to do this is to run a shotgun and an AR, because this will leave you with additional inventory space to stack up your accelerants. Moving on to Vantage's perks, the first of her tier 1 options is controlling my prey. This gives you access to ring consoles so you can scan for the next zone, and it also allows you to take advantage of taller evac towers. Arguably the best part of this perk though is that it unlocks zone overcharge, which gives you plus 25 bonus shield and a passive shield regen while standing in the ring. The second tier 1 perk is improved mark, where when you tag someone with your ult, they become highlighted to you and your teammates, showing off their position and health. This can be very useful for coordinating pushes, as it is incredibly strong for getting the first knock. Her first tier 2 perk is tactical cooldown. This reduces her jump cooldown by 5 seconds. This is a great choice because it allows you more access to a very strong tactical, whether you are using it to find cover, retreat, or push onto enemy squads. The second tier 2 option is sniper cover. This gives you a shield similar to Gibby's armor shield while using your ultimate. This can make you feel safer while using the ultimate, while also keeping your shield supplies full. As the total package, Vantage brings together the movement you'd suspect from a skirmisher, the damage of an assault, the intel of a recon, and the health of a controller, all in one easy to use package. She is an amazing choice in any game mode and arguably the most fun legend in the game. This is episode 4 of 27 of this series, so if you have enjoyed this guide, please be sure to like, sub, and comment who you'd like me to cover next. Thanks again, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.